Trump to end the war with the Strait of Hormuz still shut? Has Trump accepted defeat? That's the big question shaking global politics right now. Just days ago, Donald Trump was taking a hardline stance warning Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz or face devastating attacks on its power infrastructure. The message was clear: comply or be crushed. But now something has changed. Reports from US media suggest Trump may be willing to end the war, even if the strait remains blocked. So what happened? Is this strategy or surrender? Let's break it down. The Strait of Hormuz is not just any waterway. It's the lifeline of global oil supply, with nearly 20% of the world's oil passing through it daily. If it stays shut, economies don't just slow down, they panic. Oil prices surge. Shipping routes collapse. Inflation rises worldwide, so initially Trump's aggressive threats made sense. Reopen the strait, stabilize oil, restore order. But war doesn't always go according to plan. Iran has shown it's not backing down. The longer the conflict drags on, the higher the risks, not just for the US, but for the entire global economy. And here's the reality. Forcing Iran to reopen the strait could require a full-scale military escalation. We're talking about deeper strikes, more troops, and potentially a wider regional war across the Middle East. That's a gamble even for Trump, so this U-turn may not be weakness. It may be calculation. By shifting focus from the strait to ending the war, Trump could be trying to avoid a prolonged conflict that drains resources, damages global markets, and risks political backlash at home. But critics see it differently. They argue this is a loss of leverage. That stepping back now gives Iran the upper hand and signals that US threats don't always translate into action. So, is this diplomacy or defeat? The truth likely sits somewhere in between. In modern warfare, winning isn't always about force, it's about minimizing damage while claiming control of the narrative. And right now, Trump may be choosing to end the war on terms that are less than ideal but still manageable, because sometimes, in geopolitics, the goal isn't total victory, it's avoiding total disaster. And as tensions around the Strait of Hormuz continue to ripple through global markets, one thing is certain. This story is far from over. Has Trump accepted defeat? Or is this just the next move in a much bigger game?
The sudden shift. Just recent some days we heard Donald Trump was threatening Iran, shaking Iran, saying tons of words that Iran, the Strait of Hormuz, you have to open it by all means. And the heavy strikes, if Iran didn't reopen the Strait of Hormuz, then he is coming with military attacks, weapons, troops of more escalation to escalate the country. We all heard it. Lots of bloggers, lots of big news posted all this. Even I posted it on my channel. And now he is reportedly ready to end the war, even if it stays shut. This brings a bigger question, and this raises the overall guess and overall debate here on board. Why is Donald Trump now changing the direction? Do you remember per hectare that Trump said that per hectare, you are behind the Iranian war. You are behind these escalations. We all heard it. This changes the dimensions of Trump, and now he changes everything. You were threatening the Iranians that they should still, or by force, open the Strait of Hormuz, or else military attack will prevail. And here comes, why are you changing the overall mission to stop the escalation, to stop the war, even if the Strait of Hormuz stays shut? The risk of escalation. We all know that in order to overcome a powerful country, to murder a powerful country, to have control, to have or to be ahead of a country, it means that you have to overcome these countries with weapons. You have to lead them in terms of your military outcome, or your military, what you have, or what it entails of you. And if indeed the United States of America is forcing the Iranians, even though they are not stepping back, they are not backing down out of the Strait of Hormuz. They are still, or they want it to still shut. And if you want to escalate, and the risk of it is that you need a strategy. You need to escalate military. You need more strikes. You need more troops. You need to conquer it with more military effort, weapons. And this will lead you to more money. That's a high risk, not just a region that you all know, but it's global. War is not about 2 countries, 3 countries. No, it affects the entire country or the entire global community that we call the Earth, a bigger planet that we are all in. Because if prices begins to inflate, then we feel the real income that we have to get. So this is the high risk. It will affect global attraction and globally as a nation. The economic pressure. This isn't about war that you all know. Indeed, we all know that we escalate. We talk about it. People are dying. Resources, human resources. We have the lands. We have buildings. We have infrastructures. Indeed, they are all escalating. But this is not about war in terms of economic pressure. It's about money and global stability. How long or how prepared are you to still prepare more weapons? How prepared are you to still withstand this prolonged conflict? How prepared are you to still escalate more up to infinity? And this will result into money and global stability. Are you more stabilized to really withstand the economic pressure? The Strait of Hormuz carries a huge portion of the world's oil that we all know. If you know that Iranians are producing 20% of its oil to supply it globally, and if these 20% of this oil are being blocked, then it means that its prices will start to inflate, and keeping it shut drives oil prices up, as you all know. Because the oil is supplying, or the oil other countries needs it, and if it is shut, imagine outside there, then the prices will begin to inflate and raise higher attention to that. The strategy or defeat. So the best question that people are asking, people are debating is that, is this a smart strategy that Trump is taking, changing things, even accepting the fact that there is a war in session, but still trying to quit it, even if the Strait of Hormuz is still shut? So is this a strategy that Trump is bringing on board? Or is a sign of backing down? So 2 things in all. How can you guess this issue? Supporters will say it's all about avoiding a long, costly war. And it's true. What supporters are supporting or guessing is that you all know that Trump has produced, or they have the company producing 5 million missiles, which is of higher cost, and using it to conquer cheaper drones produced by the Iranians. It means that cost is involving, and they are indeed spending. And if these war are being exited, then it means that they are standing a chance of replenishing their economy. So this is what the supporters are saying. And what about the critics? Critics will argue it gives Iran a leverage. It gives them the bigger advantage that the war that they started, Iranians and the US, they started. Now US, United States of America is backing down. So this gives them the leverage and the bigger advantage. And this weakens the US credibility. Because we know that US, in terms of weapons, they are number 1 or the best in terms of weapons. And when you are backing down and ending a war that the Iranians are not done with this deal, and you are backing down, then it means that is it the cost involved, or this argue gives the Iranians the leverage and weakens the US credibility as a whole. By the way, my name is Don. If this is your first time, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to your friends. On my channel, you know that I do post about exploration of science and tech weapons, Iran, US, Israel, the world has partnered up. So just subscribe so that I get updated for more astonishing videos like this. Thanks for working with Don. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.